Hey there, cosmonauts, and welcome to another Slab City update. If you're new here, my name's Cos, and I do weekly vlogs about my life in Slab City. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, I like to live stream pretty much every morning. I call it Coffee with Cos, where we have coffee, we connect with you, the subscribers, and you get to hear me cough. So if you're into things like that, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I do that, because it's not on a real scheduled basis. Anyways, let's talk about what's been going on since my last update. And yes, I do understand that it's been a bit. So I got a large package. And when I was talking to the lady at the post office, she asked me if it says that it's heavy. Did I think it was heavy? And I was like, well, probably not. And then she goes to get the package and comes back and she goes, I have no idea what you call heavy, but that is heavy. And because I knew what it was. Jackson had already, spoiled the surprise for me, so I kind of knew what it was. And anyways, I went to go pick it up, and it wasn't necessarily heavy, but it definitely was awkward. But I threw it up on my shoulder, and I walked away with it. And so let's actually go ahead and watch the unboxing of that. So yeah, we're gonna go check the mail real quick, see if we got any mail. Folks, I went to the post office today to grab a couple of packages, and we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing here. We have stuff, one of these, stuffing package. Whoop! Actually, got a little something for Shiny. Hey, Shiny, why don't you come in and you got a package, you get to open one for a change.
A little tiny package?
A little tiny package. You got your name on? I think it was even spelled correctly.
He did spell it correctly. SHYNEE. Who's this from?
I believe from Jackson.
Oh,
yeah, from Jackson.
Right,
Jackson.
Cool. Oh, it's taped well.
Yeah, he didn't spare no money on tape, did he?
Nope. Oops, I hope it's not breakable.
If it is, it's probably packed well enough that it won't break.
I think so. Ooh, a rock. Cool, a little crystal.
I think it's a Herkimer diamond.
Is it?
I think so. Got points on both ends. Aren't those usually Herkimers? He's from New York. That's the other reason why I say that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
a shiny for the shiny.
Right on. Well, thank you.
There is a envelope here. Cause here are the plates that I found, some snacks too, and something shiny for Shiny. Peace, Jack. And as he said, snacks. Love the beef jerky. Some gourmet pink Himalayan almonds. And the plates. Oh shit. We got some more Kaz's. Very cool. So close. And, oh, look at this one. CBD. Where's that from? Mississippi. And THC from Kansas. So yeah, this was the package that they had in the back for me. As you can see, it does say heavy. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. I do know what's inside. People who watch the live streams know what's inside. Now, in all fairness, this is a bit more of the size of the box that I was expecting to pick up. And
wow, it's a box!
Yeah, I know, right?
That's so cool.
Apparently this is from Los Angeles. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. There's another fucking box.
This is some fucking Dr. Seuss stuff.
I shit you not, another fucking box. Like, are you kidding me?
I just saw those little boxes translation. How many more boxes will there be?
Another box.
So what do you think? Is there actually something in there, or is it just a box?
I do not know. I think it just might be boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes. 3-burner stove
Yeah.
for the home brew.
Yeah.
And there's a griddle coming as well. That will be for Meat in Your Mouth Mondays and whatnot. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate it. This Meat in Your Mouth Monday, I actually did cheeseburgers for people, as well as like potato chips and baked beans and things like that, as well as, you know, the vegan burgers. And like made it for nearly 60 people. 59 burgers disappeared. So yeah, and I was making sure that nobody got seconds and stuff like that. I got another heavy package, and this time when I went to go pick it up and I threw it over my shoulder to walk away, the lady at the post office asked me, "Do you not have a car?" And like I answered truthfully, I don't have a car, and continued to walk off. So I think she's thinking that I throw these things over my shoulder and I carry them all the way back to Niland, which is hilarious. But no, I don't have a car. I did have a ride, and I each time took it to the vehicle I was in and fastened it or secured it somehow within the vehicle, and off we went. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that unwrapping. Hey there, so I went to the post office and I got another package that looks suspiciously like my first package. And weight and everything kind of similar. So let's go ahead and open her up and see what we get. But once again, a box inside a box. But this is actually the grill portion put on top of this thing.
Oh yeah?
And
I pulled them out to organize the shack yesterday. So.
Cool.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I've said it once, I've said it twice, probably going to say it a bunch, but I really do have the best subscribers. And whenever I put out a call that hey, we need something, they definitely follow through. And if you do follow my live streams, you probably know about the young lady who fell into the fire. And it was on the solstice, and like I think one of my funnest jokes was that, you know, it was on the solstice, she was trying to sacrifice herself for us, but the fire was like, "You ain't no virgin," and spit her back out. So yeah, you guys came to the call and helped get her medicine, helped stock a first aid kit, a much better first aid kit, so that we were able to take care of her for I think it's almost been 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks, I think, today, to be honest with you. And we've been taking real good care of that. She's healed up well, no infections, anything like that. So then on Christmas Eve, I did a Meat in Your Mouth Monday where I served tamales. And I do not know if you know that that's a tradition down in this area, is to serve tamales. And the reason why is because it represents the Virgin Mary. So for New Year's Eve, I gave everybody virgins. I thought that was quite nice of me. As well as it was nice of San Diego 420 to provide a shitload of gifts to give away to people. And in fact, pretty much everybody who came and put their name into the hat got a gift. There was a fair amount left over, which I picked a few things out of, as well as handed a few things out to different people that I thought they would put good use to them, as well as like, hey, if you're in the slabs and you need a 5-gallon water jug, I got you covered. For one person, I got one jug left. Actually, maybe I got no jugs left. I'm going to keep it for myself because I just realized that my 5-gallon water jug cracked the other day. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that. Thank you, San Diego 420. Now, on Christmas Day, the Ponderosa had a potluck and everybody was invited. But by that time, I was actually peopled out and did not go. However, did make some more tamales to send on the way, to send on down there for folks so that, our community contributed and the people who wanted to go to that got to go to that. It just wasn't for me, so I stayed home. It was kind of nice to get that sort of break around here because things were about to get really crowded, and had people dropped in that I haven't seen in a few years. I had a couch surfer from LA come down. It was packed around here around New Year's, and on New Year's Eve I took the Meat in Your Mouth Monday, thanks to those heavy packages you saw, down to the range, and I made an Italian sausage slider for some folks. I made crab cakes sliders for others, and then for the vegans, I made a quinoa spinach slider for them, and everybody got one, and I made about 150 sliders to do, and I really have to give a shout out to Nikki. You came through in a clutch. My ride hadn't shown up, and it actually took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I actually was cooking for about 3 hours there, and you stuck with you had that truck there with the lights. Like, everything worked out real well, and thank you once again. I do really appreciate it. On New Year's Day, much like Christmas, I was starting to feel peopled out, and as I was laying in bed, I thought much to myself, you know what? I think I'm just going to keep my door closed, hang a sign on there that says not available for human interaction today. And as I get up to go make coffee, and I slept in, and as I get up to make coffee, there's really only one person here, and it's the girl who burnt herself. And we usually get along, and we have always gotten along, so started to drink coffee with her, and we were chit-chatting and stuff like that, and I kind of mentioned something like that, and she was like, yeah, I was kind of hoping for somebody, to steal my face, but nobody had anything. And I was like, oh, baby girl, you just were asking the wrong person. And she was like, all right, that's it. Me, you, we're going to do a little LSD and do a walkabout. I was like, all right, that'll be cool. So, got done with our coffee, did a live stream. Actually, it was a live stream where everybody was kind of piling in, because after we decided to do that and I did my live streams, people started to slowly show up and came into the live stream with us. So we take the acid and we go for a walkabout. First, we stop in at Aliens because she hadn't really seen the inside of his place or anything like that. And it was, kind of cool. And I know that it was warm inside of there. So we went, got there, got warm, and that's when the acid started to hit and things like that. And we were on our way to East Jesus. And Alien, when we started to make our way there, asked if he could tag along, and he did, and which was cool. So yeah, he hung out with us for a little bit at East Jesus before he started to head back. And then when we got done seeing everything that we wanted to see there, she started to head back towards the front. And I was like, well, if you just want to get out of here so you can put, because she had to hold her dog the entire time because didn't have a leash and the leash that they had was too big. I was like, if you just want to put your dog down, like we don't have to go, out the same way we came in. So we made this shortcut, and that actually kind of became a theme of the day, is not to leave the same way we came in. And from that point, we decided that we were going to go visit a friend of ours that lived across from Salvation Mountain. And we got there, and that person was not home, but some other people were. And before walking away, we're just like, do you mind if we sit down and we get high and stuff like that? We walked a long way, and they're like, oh, sure, because it was kind of windy and they had some wind blockage. So we sat around and kind of decided what we were going to do next. And one of the things that was like, oh, let's go do some stuff that we haven't done before. And I was like, oh, where nobody would ever look for me? And that's B-side. So we decided after that point that, we were going to leave and go to B-side. We went there, but we also left through a different gate. So we continue the theme of not having to leave the same way you came in. And I thought for a minute, I would relax. So we get all the way out to B-side, holler around a bit, and I'm expecting it to be a ruckus, all kinds of people out there, and things destroyed. And we walk into the area that says open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and kind of call out, but there was really nobody in there. So I wasn't really gonna go kick it in there or anything like that. So we went and sat down by the canal, smoke another bowl, figure out what's next. And I want to say about 15 minutes later or so, this person comes up, says that we're more than welcome to use the community space. We want to light a fire, this, that, the other thing. Was wondering if maybe we had a dab straw because theirs had broke, and said no, but I'll smoke some dabs with you, because did have a dab. Only had weed on me. Take that back. Said we'll smoke some weed with you. We smoked some weed with him. Introduced me himself as Cass, and not what I was expecting at all. Very, very nice, unintimidating, laid back character, where I was expecting, from what I've heard, rumors is that, I would go out there and I'd be offered, a needle of meth, and if I didn't take it, then it was going to be brawls or something like that. Not exactly like that, but that all there is chaos and blah. So it really caught me off guard that this, I would call a meek person, very non-intimidating person was Cass. So yeah, went all the way out there. As we're sitting there, vehicle comes rolling up, and it was the friend that we were going to stop at before, and told him what we were up to, and he was like, well, you know what, I can prolong that if you want to continue to go. And me and Girlie decided, yeah, you know what, we'll do that. And so we leave vehicle, so we did not leave the same way we came, and got to his place. He hooked us up with a little bit more and wanted to get back to the sun, back here by sunset, so that I could watch that, and we'd be starting to peak again, because we definitely upped the dosage a bit. And came up, we left there, started to hitch from somebody, and caught another ride all the way up here. So we left that place on foot, caught a ride up here, arrived on here via car when we left on foot. Here the whole time. I thought for a minute we had a minute where we actually left the same way, but we did not. I'm glad about that. It held true. Anyways, so we get up here, start to watch the sunset, and part of the reason why she wanted to go on a walk is just to get some clarity, and so we weren't doing that high of a dosage. And the second time around, like I said, upped it a bit. And it started to be a little bit too intense for her. So she wanted to get back to her old man. So went down there, dropped her off, and came back. And I ended up, because now the sun was down, going and kicking it in my trailer, completely dark, putting in some headphones, listening to music. And it was pretty intense because, like, I was all bundled up in blankets, and then at some point I was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I wake up to go to or not wake up, but I get up to go to the bathroom, and I uncover, and as I uncover, all the cold air hits the clothes that I'm wearing, and I'm been sweating my balls off apparently, while just like had no clue about it. Just thought, ooh, I'm all kinds of warm. But yeah, I was just sweating my balls off. My clothes were completely drenched. I felt like I was at a rave on Molly or something like that. It was pretty intense like that. And it actually, like, we had cold weather and winds the next couple of days. It actually took me a minute to warm up from that cold ass chill that night. But the acid trip was definitely worth it. And not only that, like I said, it did rain after that. It rained so much that the range was closed. I had already decided I wasn't going to go because it was going to be, because it was predicting rain. And, like, it's drizzled before and they've kept it open. But nope, enough rain where they actually closed it. And you know what? That gets me caught up. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
Send Carl some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. We're broke hippies living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the marijuana, but at least he won't spend it on booze. If you enjoy Kaz's videos with their off-the-grid DIY vibe, send Kaz some money on PayPal, or like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Bam. Nailed it.